What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH. Why am I not surprised? Victor Cassadine is alive. I figured as much. I had a feeling that a Cassadine had their hands all over this Liesel situation. Um, I had a feeling, and Anna knew it. She didn't know that it was a Cassadine, but she had a feeling that it was somebody of importance, like somebody powerful, because that plane went missing. Liesel vanished, the plane vanished. How the hell could you make an entire plane vanish? I don't know. You got to have deep pockets to do something like that. Um, I'm not even surprised that Victor is alive. I'm really not. And it's crazy that this man is still obsessed with Liesel. Like, he did all of this because he's still in love with her. And he's been keeping tabs on her. And he noticed that she's been getting close with Scott. These Cassadines are so much alike, it's insane. Like, when they have feelings for somebody or they have an obsession with somebody, you could stab them, shoot them, cut them, burn them. You could smack the shit out of them. They still gonna be obsessed with your ass. Like, it's insane. This woman shot him in the chest in the hopes that he would die. And here he is, some 7 years later, still feeling her. Like, that's insane. That's sick. That's some toxic shit right there. I was like, Lisa, you must have got the bomb coochie to make him go crazy like this. Like, what you got up in there? You know what I'm saying? Like, you must got that wonder. You must got that good. Like the real good. That Uchi Wally Wally to make him be this obsessed with your ass. Like, you shot this man in the chest. And he still want that good. Like, he don't want it going to nobody else. I said, all right, Victor. I guess it's true what they say. Once you get Lisa, once you get a taste of old break, you don't never go back, I guess. Lord have mercy. Because you would have thought that he would have wanted some type of revenge on her or something for that. You know what I mean? But nah. He's doing this simply because he doesn't want her with another man. Um, but Lisa don't give a damn. She don't care how he feel about her. She was like, listen, I gotta get back to Scott. You know, she was like, she don't give a damn. Come hella high water, she escaping that place and she getting back to her boo. I ain't mad at her. Because I love Liesel and Scott. I live for the two of them being together. I live for it. Um, how she gonna get up out that room? I don't know. It's gonna be fun to watch. Because we all know Liesel is very, you know, she's capable. I'll say that much. She's definitely capable of getting herself out of sticky jams. So I think she's gonna find a way, to get out of here. She's pretty smart. Um, But it's good, to see Victor Cassadine back, though. I'm happy. Even though I miss Theo, playing Victor, but Charles is doing a good job right now. He's doing a good job. So I'm glad they, brought the character back. And we all know Cassadines, they never stay dead for long any damn way. We all know that much. So anyway, moving on from that, Ava ain't shit. Ava came to the hospital trying to see Scott or whatever. I think a part of her went there because she wanted to see if he was okay. But a big part of her was only there because of her divorce. Scott, he was all happy to see her because, surprised to see her because, that whole situation with the blackmail, he tried to blackmail her and Nicholas for the money or whatever. Um, so he was surprised that she came to see him. Like, he was like, oh, you still care about me? She was like, of course. But she was there for her own reasons. That damn divorce from Nicholas. That's the only reason why she was there, because she wanted it to go through or whatever, and it still hasn't gone through. And she wanted it to be final before she left town. Um, so of course Anna and Jordan come up in there and kick her ass out because they got police business they need to get through. Because they found out that, of course, and I said this in the other episode. I said this. There was never any medical conference. Remember, that's the whole reason Lisa was supposed to be going to St. Lucia. That damn medical conference. There never was one. It was all an elaborate scheme from Victor. And of course, Victor suckered Scott into getting that private jet because he couldn't risk them, flying commercial. You know what I mean? He needed to get them in the air. He needed to, make moves and stuff like that. So if they flew commercial, there was no way they would be able to hijack a commercial plane. Absolutely not. Um, not with a bunch of innocent civilians on it. There's no way in the world. So they needed to ensure that Scott was going to fly private. So they came up with this little cheap ass deal, where he can get a private plane or whatever. Yeah, so he basically got conned. Um, and the little boy Wyatt, he popped up again. Does that little boy sleep in that uniform? Because it's like every time we see him, he in that damn uniform. Do you ever wear any regular clothes, boy? I'm just saying, like, I understand he loved being a scout and whatnot, but change your clothes. Um, like he be in that uniform all day. Um, so he ended up giving Britt the locket and stuff that he found with her picture and Nathan's picture in it. And she knew automatically, of course, it was Obrecht's. So she asked Scott about it, and Scott was like, well, shit, your mother gave it to me or whatever, and it was in my pocket. And of course, Scott was declaring his feelings for Liesel, telling Britt that that his feelings for Liesel are real and that he want her back, like he miss her and stuff like that. I said, look at Scott. Scott is in love with his little Shih Tzu. He in love with his little Shih Tzu. I love that. I said, go ahead, Scott. Scott is just bearing his soul for his woman. And Britt is worried as shit about her mother and trying to figure out where her mother is. I was like, damn, y'all need to figure this out. So they got the test results back, and they figured that, Scott was chloroformed. So now they know that, this is definitely serious. Like somebody powerful got Liesel. And Jordan needs to, get on this. Anna needs to get on this ASAP. Anna is fixated on Peter. Like, Anna thinks that Peter did this. He has something to do with this. I'm like, well, in this case with this Liesel situation, Peter ain't got nothing to do with it. You barking up the wrong tree. I think Anna has tunnel vision right now. She don't see nothing but Peter. That's all she sees, Peter. That's all she can envision right now. She just think Peter is up to everything under the sun. But I'm like, nah, he ain't got nothing to do with this one. This is all Victor this time. So anyway, moving on from that. Spencer, he can't even pay for dinner right now. Spencer cannot even afford dinner at the Metro Court. He was going to put it under, him and his father's Cassadine account, but Nicholas done took Spencer little ass off the account. And I don't blame him. Since he want to move out of Windermere and be done with his father. Well, then you can't have it both ways. You can't be done with Nicholas and still accept his money. So Nicholas fixed his little ass. He was like, well, since you're not going to live in my house and you're not going to speak to me, then you don't need to be taking my money. Live on your own. Since you want to be grown, you're grown. Be on your own. Esme is trying to nip that shit in the bud. Esme was like, listen, we are both high maintenance people. She said, and we need a place to stay. We can't keep staying with your grandmother. I'm like, you must be French because you do a lot of wee. I'm like, ma'am, go get your own accommodations. Like, go. She just trying to secure her bag at this point because she feel like it's in their best interest to kiss and make up with Nicholas so they can get back to living the life of luxury. Like Nicholas, would reinstate Spencer's money privileges and stuff, his accounts and all their different, places that they like to eat and shop. So that way Esme can benefit from it. Because like she said, they're both high maintenance and they both love the life of luxury. So they need to make up with Nicholas. Spencer really wasn't here for it, especially when Nicholas mentioned that he already lost Ava. And Spencer's still pissed off about it. So he was like, well, you can have Ava, but you can't have me too. Spencer, get over it. Like, I understand he's angry still about all the stuff that's happened in the last 5 years or whatnot. I get it. Get the fuck over it. It's like what's done is done. They've apologized. Ava has apologized. Nicholas has apologized. Let it go. Like, you see how happy he is with Ava. What is the issue? Let that shit go. Like, you still trying to be mad about this? Let it go. And, Esme is really getting on my nerves. Like, she really is. That little girl is a demon. Like, she is a demon child. She's sitting here when Trina went over there because Ava told Trina, to kind of still be friends with, Spencer and stuff and be there for him or whatever because he needs a friend like her. So she saw them at the Metro Court and stuff. And, Nicholas reinstated Spencer's, privileges at the Metro Court for dinner and everything else. his account, access to the account. Um, so Trina mentioned how Ava was leaving and stuff like that. And Esme brought up Lauren, aka Kiki. I was like, yeah, this girl is definitely up to no good. We've already seen it. It's like, what is going on with Esme besides Spencer? Because the way she's coming at Ava, it seems very personal. Like it has more to do with something else other than just Spencer. The way that she's coming at her. Because as far as we know, Esme does not know Ava. So why are you going so hard at somebody that you don't know, but claiming that it's for Spencer? Like something in the milk ain't clean. Like you're obviously there's something bigger going on than this. Like maybe Ryan really is her father or something. Like I don't know, but it's something more to it than this. Please tell me Ava never had twins and no shit like that, because it's like this girl has she's making it way too personal with Ava. You know what I mean? It's like we need to get to the bottom of this. So anyway, I love Trina and Ava's friendship and stuff. The mentor, the mentee. I love it. Trina was heartbroken when Ava said that she was gonna leave and stuff, and she was selling Charlie's, and she got a new manager to come at the gallery to work at the gallery, so that way Trina wouldn't have to worry about her job or nothing. But Trina wasn't worried about working at the gallery. She, loves being around Ava. You know, and it was sad, seeing her tear up and stuff at the thought of Ava leaving for an unspecified amount of time. I've grown to really like their relationship too, because Ava really has been a sounding board for Trina when she needed it. So I would hate for that to end. And I really hope that Ava changes her mind, like they figure all this stalker mess out before she does leave town, because Trina, she gonna need her. Like she's definitely gonna need her, because there's things that she can get clarity from Ava. Like there's things she could talk to Ava about that she doesn't necessarily always talk to Jocelyn about. You know what I mean? And that's good. You got friends like that or people around you that you can, kind of talk to one person and then talk to another one and get, different perspectives. So, hopefully they figure this shit out before Ava ditches. So anyway, Jax is on the fucking case. Jax is on it. He sat there and called Trina trying to find out where she got that sauce from because he want to meet the chef who made it. And she was telling him about Nixon Falls and stuff in the bar and all that. And she was like, she never met the chef, but, Phyllis gave her the sauce or whatever. And Nina knows Phyllis, because she's the owner. They know each other or whatever. Um, so he ended up, Jax went to go see Alexis. Now, I was shocked by this because with everything going on in real life between Ingo and Nancy, I was shocked that they had scenes together. I was like, okay, y'all haven't, okay, I like the professionalism. Because you got to remember, even though they kind of have, issues outside the show, their characters are still friends. So it would be weird for Jax not to go visit Alexis or see her or talk to her, mention her. It would be very weird because Alexis has always said over the years that Jax is her best friend, her favorite ex-husband, all that stuff. So it would be weird for them not to have no type of communication whatsoever, not even a thought about each other. Um, so of course he went to Alexis to go seek advice from her about what to do. He didn't give Alexis the full details of what's going on, like his memories of Sonny being in Nixon Falls, all that stuff. He didn't give her the full scope of it. But Alexis pretty much told him like he's trying to stop a friend from making a big mistake, from crossing the line. And she basically told him, let it go. Like, stay out of it because you can't save everyone. I agree to an extent with what she was saying, but I think she only said that because she doesn't know the full story. I think her advice might have been a little different had she known the full scope of what the hell Jax was talking about. Um, because Jax is afraid that if he's wrong about what he thinks, then it could blow up in his face even more with Carly and everybody else. And he's already pretty much he's on their bad side as it is. Um, but he believes. I think at this point he believes Sonny is alive, and that Nina knows about it, and Nina's keeping it a secret, and that's his hunch. But he doesn't have proof of that. Um, I think he's definitely going to end up going to Nixon Falls to try to get some proof. And I agree with Alexis as far as saving people because I really feel like he shouldn't try to save Nina at this point. And if he does try to save Nina, he's only going to be doing it to save Nina from, the wrath that she's going to get from everybody in Port Charles, from Sonny's family and stuff like that. In my opinion, I feel like Jax should intervene in this and get some clarity on this and get to the bottom of this shit because it is time for us to end this. Um, and maybe it'll put, Jax back in the Corinthos' good graces. Even though Jax don't really give a fuck. And that's kind of what I like about Jax. He be pissing me off sometimes, but Jax really just don't care that, if Sonny hates him, likes him. He never cared. Shit, he ain't never liked Sonny anyway. But it's like, for his daughter's sake, for Michael's sake, I think he would probably do what's best and, make sure Sonny got home. Just my 2 cents. I think he would. But anyway, I think that's pretty much the whole episode. Click the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about it, and I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.